Hello friends, it's your favorite procrastinator Armstrong here. Today we have 15th, which means a Diecast Mafia challenge. Yeah, we're gonna be continuing the Diecast Mafia as long as we can because we want to keep it, in the memory of A2HD Cat. Yeah, and as well, it's a good community thing, to run through. So this week, this month, we decided to go for a big rig. So I'm gonna be making this already kind of monstrous thing, into something more Gaslandish. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no ideas really rattling in my head. Well, I have a little bit, but let's just get on the table and start doing something with this, and hopefully it's gonna turn out better than what I'm expecting. So as you probably can see, my table is a mess, and that's normal at this time of the project. Well, I'm starting, so definitely a mess. So first thing first, I want to work on that bed. So I'm thinking, we're gonna be still keeping that functionality of the bed in here. So this entire bed is extendable. You can get a car in here. So I want to keep that entire functionality. I don't want to destroy it. So I was thinking that it can, carry one of the stackers that I built recently with no problem. So we need the roof to be like, I want to put a roofing on that, and then I want to put like a maybe cabin, whatever. But we're gonna need to keep it quite high. So I cut these pieces of plastic card, and I think that it's gonna hold the roof just over the size of those double stack cars. It's gonna be definitely a sail for this entire thing, and I'm assuming that the truck itself would be, very susceptible to winds and tipping. But it's not reality, it is toy. So let's try getting this done. So I have 4 pieces like that. We're gonna be gluing them over here. The only thing I need to do is a little bit of sanding on each of those contact points. Just to give a little bit more rough surface so super glue can adhere better. So I'm just going down to the line that is in here, and hopefully it is going to be straight enough. And then the next one. As you can see, the entire work is just done outside of the tinny because I don't want this to be, like I said, I don't want the functionality to be destroyed. So we have that's completely fine. Now the other side, and it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. At the end of the day, it is something that was built in the wasteland. So we have the entire truck, and the modifications are, done by the wastelanders. So not 100% perfect is okay. Remember, it is at the end of the day, it is your imagined universe. This that the Gasland rulebook gave you a blueprint for that universe doesn't mean that you have to, hold on to it desperately. Anything that you do in that universe would work. So as you can see, those two do not actually align, at all, because I put this one crooked, and I'm okay with it. Somewhat, kind of, you know me. But now we're gonna put this on top of those little joints and hope that platform that I cut out, because that's how far I managed to go with the preparation, not gonna fall off. So I want it to be just overhanging. No, not yet. Oh, for love of Pete. This is gonna be a nightmare for me because I'm just that good. Okay, stop gluing to my fingers. There we go. So we have the big canopy. I didn't even notice it. Wow, that line in here in the middle. It just kind of feels like it is crooked when I'm looking at the screen. but it isn't. So now we have this, and I want to give a barriers around it, yeah, because you know those guys gonna be shooting, yeah. So I'm thinking they're gonna be climbing on here, yeah. This gonna double as a ladder, and then they're gonna be the crew gonna be standing here and shooting. So they need some sort of a protection from sides. So let's just do this. And we have, of course, not aligned this side in the slightest, because why would I ever align anything? And now we're gonna go and do the other side. I didn't even notice that there is like a little lip. I know that there is like a cut in those pieces, but it didn't feel like there's gonna be a lip that I have to go over. So you have those two, and now, oh, come on, I have one more piece that I'm gonna cut two sides, yeah? So if I cut this many, it's gonna be perfect. Where is my knife? Let's just double check, because I don't want to make mistake cutting this. Actually, just cut one more than I'm thinking that I'm gonna need. Worst case scenario, I can shorten it, yeah? So one, and we have two. And actually this, that there was 4 pieces left, is perfect, because I'm gonna be able to use them as extra support. So that's, the back and front of this. So this is ever so slightly bent, but we can just glue it on the back. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just give it this, and then the front. Yeah, I'm keeping this in one piece because this makes the entire rig more stable. When we're gonna be working on the front of it, I can get it disassembled into smaller pieces. So, oh, there we go, that's the front. Let me just grab some toy soldiers. We'll see how it's gonna look. It's pretty much okay for the kneeling guys. Yeah, those toy soldiers, they are, I think, a little bit big, because if you look at the proper size for the 176 minis, yeah, those guys are smaller and closer to the scale of 64. But yeah, if we use those samurais, I think it is usable size-wise, yeah? It's not perfect, but I think that, really looking for a perfection in here would be kind of a waste of opportunity. So there we go. That's one part. I don't know, it's a little bit weird, yeah? But I like weird, so we're gonna leave it like that for now. Come on. Now it's gonna be hard to pop it out. Sorry, just those trucks are not easy to disassemble. And what I'm gonna do, just one more thing that I wasn't thinking about beforehand. I'm gonna just cut that piece into 4 smaller pieces, and we're gonna do a support for the bottom of the platform, because I'm feeling like just gluing this on the sides kind of is wonky. So if I just gonna glue little bits in here on the inside, it's gonna reinforce the entire platform, and I'm gonna feel much better about it. Yeah, even though probably it doesn't really matter in this scenario. Yeah, it's just my brain, I wouldn't be having a good night's sleep after this, so it's better for me. Yeah, so we have 1, 2. Come on. Let's just apply the super glue for both sides straight away. For a love of Me. Sorry, I know that I escaped from the screen, but I was just applying that. And there we go. So we have those 4 little supports. That one is actually quite crooked, but that's how it glue in. So we have that for now. Yeah. What we need to do in here, I'm thinking that, a couple of spare pieces of fuel would be kind of necessary. So we're just gonna glue them, in a couple of places. I know that those fuel tanks, if we look at the minis, yeah, they are massive. Yeah, let's be honest. To be honest, I've seen big ones like that. So massive, but not extremely overscaled. Yeah. Well, maybe I remember them from when I was a child and they wasn't that big, yeah? Because we don't use those that much anymore around Europe. Yeah. But when I was a child, having a extra, fuel in the jerry can or whatever you call those cans was kind of necessity in Poland. So I grew up around this stuff. And then the government was trying to ban them, which was kind of ridiculous. Yeah, but we know that governments are not very well known for doing stuff that is sensible, so yeah. All right, and let's just toss one more in. It's just gonna be laying, somewhere in here, just laying, not really doing anything else. Maybe the guys are using this one just to sit down on it. Yeah, we don't know, and I'm not really 100% sure if we do really care. Yeah, now this giant piece of gunnery. Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere in here, just if we put one of those guys. Yeah, this weapon look ridiculously big, but kind of sort of works. This is gonna be our backward defense. I'm just gonna try to glue it as it is and hope that it's not gonna be messed up. Yeah, if we're gonna use the ammo box as a part to be glued in, it's gonna give it a little bit extra surface to connect. Yeah, so there we go. Now let's dress up this bad boy. It is already bad enough, but it's not bad. Yeah, what I'm thinking is gonna make it bad is a couple of way oversized skulls. Yeah, I just got a new box of the Games Workshop skulls, and they go well with pretty much everything. Yeah, you can throw them into your cake, into your coffee. Yeah, probably nobody would notice, and probably a couple of teeth would be broken or something like that, but they go well with everything. Yeah, so I just get like a couple of them, not too many though, like maybe just a dozen or so. So I'm using the full ones, yeah, because I don't know why. Are these? I'm just wondering if there is any difference between most of them. I know that they are like half skulls in here, so they are missing the jawbone, so maybe just grab a couple of those. And I don't really know if there is a difference in any of those, but yeah, the skull box is always a good thing. So what I want to do, I'm thinking the front ram, yeah, we're gonna just garnish it with the skulls. Yeah, it requires skullification, I guess. Probably cutting off the backs of the skulls would be more sensible than just gluing them as they are. But yeah, it is after 11 o'clock in the night and I've been procrastinating. Let's just say that I was thinking that I'm gonna take a half an hour nap. I took 3 hours nap. Yeah, but that's what I get for being a serial napper. Yeah. And of course, professional procrastinator. Let's be honest, if there was a profession when procrastination would be the key to the profession, I would be on the top of the field. Yeah, or bad. So let's just get one of those in here. Yep, that works. Sorry, just like every single one have to be glued because otherwise they're gonna mess it up. Full skull again. And if I miss some, we're gonna be adding more. Yeah, there's no problem with that. As you can see, I have a full box, and those boxes are not all that expensive, to be honest. Even though I'm speaking about Games Workshop pieces, so yeah, there you have it so far. Yeah, looking good, looking well, bad technically because you know, death and decay, and yeah, but that's not Papa Nurgle. This is just a Gaslands. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Papa Nurgle and Papa, you know, Khorne later on. Well, next week, hopefully. Yeah, but you know, Papa Khorne is, you know, is one of my favorite boys, to be honest. Nurgle, I do love that boy as well. Yeah, he is just such a lovable guy. He is one of the Chaos Gods that really is not evil. He is full of love. Yeah, just love of pestilence and decay and entropy. Yeah, but still full of love, no less. So yeah, whoever is against Nurgle, you know, why? He's such a lovable character. Just look at the Great Unclean Ones. And they are the boys who love everyone. Yeah, but probably I would still prefer just to be slaughtered by Khorne than, you know, touched by the gift of Nurgle. Yeah, let's be honest. Khorne seems like the most what do you call it? The easiest one to deal with. Oh, it looked like he have massive jaw of thieves, you know, made out of skulls. That's okay. Okay, I didn't think about that when I started this. Yeah, now it started looking goofy. Maybe after paint job, it's gonna look better. Oh, okay. So there we go, number one. So yeah, this one gonna be my skull mobile, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna call him Skull Taker of Khorne or of Mars or whatever, yeah? But Skull Taker no less. So now we know that the driver of this truck is a avid collectioner of undead memorabilia. Yeah, he loves his skulls, and whenever he kills someone, yeah, or pass by a corpse that still have skull on it, he probably just removes it. Yeah, so I have one row in here, which looks good in my opinion. We have one row in here. Like I said, little bit goofy. Yeah, let's be honest, it's goofy. It's morbid but goofy. Yeah, and we're gonna add a line over here because I just feel like it. I would say that he would love to see, you know, those lovely shiny domes over his engine block. Yeah, so let's try to do that exact thing. I think that I need one more. And we should be golden. Yeah, we only use like a half of the box of skulls for this one. Come on. They don't have to be perfectly straight, you know. I don't really think that when he gonna be mounting them on the engine, that would be that easy to just mount them straight. Yeah, there's probably some metal spikes or metal wires, you know, in behind keeping them together. So yeah, there we go. That's the decoration of this guy. Now let's just see if I have anything else. I was thinking about one of those juggernaut heads, yeah, but right now after I skullify it, it just doesn't work anymore. Yeah, and let's just see. We're gonna give him a little bit of a weaponry, not too much, but you know, this is gonna be how he's taking the skulls. Yeah, so just under door, we're gonna put that minigun. It's gonna be mounted on the door because he likes to be close and personal. And if necessary, he can reload that big magazine, yeah, through the window. Kind of silly, but whatever. So there we go. And here is the back of it with the gun. Do I need anything else? Give me a minute of thinking, because I think that I want something else on it. I know. We're gonna put more skulls in here because there is not enough skulls on this bed. Definitely we are missing out on skulls, yeah? So yeah, I think that Skull Taker has been around the block a couple of times, yeah, and he took more skulls than we can think of, yeah. Especially, that time that he ran out the boss with the, with the family trip to Disneyland, yeah. So yeah, that's basically the Skull Taker for you. Yeah, he is a family man. He is always saying, no one left behind. So if he can, he would take the entire families. Okay, so we established that our driver is a complete psycho, and that I'm a psycho thing because I thought about this. Yeah. Yeah, lock me out, throw out the key. There we go. So next one, Skull Taker, and let's just start adding our decorative skulls. That's what I hate about super glue. As much as I love it, getting my fingers stuck every single time, not my favorite thing about it. Oh, and it's not even doing much. Okay, again. Now, skull. One skull mounted. Now, 50 more to go. Second skull mounted. And I know that I have everything in my hands and I'm gonna regret using my fingers, but oh, maybe that's a better idea. 2, 3. I need to clean that super glue because it's gonna drive me crazy. And get my fingers stuck, so yeah, that's a little bit cleaned up. We can go again, just maybe one at a time. Maybe that's gonna be a reasonable compromise. All right. Yeah, right now, when I'm thinking about the entire concept that I'm doing in here is kind of one of those 80s B movies when the truck was going around and killing people, yeah, for I don't know for what reason. Yeah, there was never really an explanation in those movies. But yeah. Sorry, I'm losing my mind, but the idea is good, so I'm keeping it. Just qualification of this poor truck is taking longer than I would like to. I think that I'm gonna fit 1 or 2 more in here. I think that we can fit 1 more. We're just going to do the full skull again. Alright. And then those 2 half skulls that I have already taken out, they can be just maybe rattling around in the back of this. Yeah, just as a... Well, this is just laying like that. The next one can be probably stuck in here by the jerry can. Okay, there we go. That one gets stuck in the corner. That one is just laying on the side. We have another row of the skulls. Yeah, like we needed more. And let's just see if this entire rig is worthy. I don't know. I have a feeling like I would like something extra, but I don't know what. Listen, we're gonna just get it painted, yeah, and this is gonna be one of the metal ones, yeah, so it's only the metal coloring and so on, and then we're gonna like if I think that I'm gonna revise that build after we finish, because I'm thinking, well, first of all, crew, yeah, I'm not gonna be painting crew today. I have no patience for that, yeah. Like the small minis, they really take my my patience. But let me just get this blasted with black, and they're gonna be back to you. Now that the paint is somewhat dry, we can continue with the color. So of course we are going black and then mithril silver on top of it. So I just took a small brush yeah, and let's just empty it somewhat. Maybe that's gonna be fine, and we're gonna start with the, well, apparently it wasn't dry enough with the dry brushing of this. Yeah, and why we are using such a tiny brush? Because it's faster. Yeah, we are going for speed today. 150%. I like how beat up that look like, just it's gonna work with all of those stacking cards, that I painted in metallic colors. Yeah, so I'm happy with this. It's just created a unified kind of a warband. There we go. So one thing, and now the trailer, because the paint, there is less paint right now in the brush, it's probably gonna look much better. But oh yeah, that is actually one of the fastest paint jobs that I ever did. Let's just pull this out. Okay. Like I said, the functionality is still here, yeah? That was the entire plan, to keep the functionality of that. All right. Now, this can go to be washed, and we can just grab a couple of other paints and finish like small details, like those jerry cans and skulls. We can go with the bleach bone over that metallic. It should technically work. Let's be honest, I'm not 100% sure that it will, but it should. So let's grab that pale bone from Speed Paint and see how it's gonna work out on top of that metallic paint. Yeah, I don't mind if they still gonna have metallic sheen afterwards. Yeah, but they should be. No, it looks like a Terminator skull, a little bit rusted. That's fine. It's completely reasonable for me. Sorry, just again small pieces, so I have to concentrate on painting them instead of talking. Alright, so that's the skulls done. That was faster than expected. Now, the windows all over that truck. Blue, yeah. We are going with the lazy way of painting that, but it works, so why not? So speed paint whatever blue it is, yeah, and just smush it into the windows. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% perfect with that, and I do as well do the mirrors, yeah, because I'm thinking that the mirror is gonna be reflecting the road and the sky, so the easy way of doing this is just, you know, to add blue. Now, what else? There is a lot of metallics in here, and if I only knew where I put my orange paint, that would be nice. Alright, I came back victorious from the paint hunt. So first of all, we're gonna pick up those jerry cans, yeah, in green. This color have no problem going over the metallic, it's showing up very nicely. And those two skulls, I completely forgot about them inside of the trailer, so we're gonna come back to them as well. I still have some of that skull paint color there. So to be honest, you don't really have to be 100% exact with any of that. Yeah, we have this giant drum, which we're gonna paint exactly in the same color. Just gonna be a extra splash of color in this sea of metal. I need more. So just more in here. Yeah, and again, the dirtier and messier it looks, the better it is for the gas lamps, I guess. And then we have those molded jerry cans in here on both sides of the trailer. So you're gonna go with those molded ones as well. Alright. And on the truck we have two fuel tanks, on both sides. I want to continue this entire idea on the fuel tanks as well. Yeah. So here we go. You have some sort of a welding bottles in the back. I don't know why, but he does. Yeah. Now, let's go with a little bit of weathering. Where is my lovely, not messed up at all brush? It's here. We're gonna start with a blue red because that's gonna be like the hardest roast, and we want this to be somewhat roasted. Yeah. So that blue red is working, just doing the heavy lifting for us. I think that's about right. Now let's go with the trailer. There is much more metal in here, so we want to bash it more with that red paint because we're gonna be adding orange to that. Yeah, it's just, again, it's just literally for this entire project, it is for breaking the color palette. Alright, and now we're adding the orange, and in some places the roast is heavier, in some places lighter. Yeah. There is no real science to it. Well, there probably is to the real rust, but not 2 hours one. Alright, so we have one, and then the truck itself. We're just gonna try to repeat that, leave some red, leave some orange on it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a perfect rust bucket, but just enough. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at this with the rust. And now we have that brown color for our what do we say, for our weathering. Yeah, so we want the wheels, not perfectly messed up, but still not clean wheels. We want the wheel wells in the truck at least. Yeah, it's again zero science in here. A little bit on the steps and under the cabin. That's gonna be the truck done. And in here, you know, that area in here definitely gonna be dirty. Both wheels. Yeah, and then just the entire bottom of the cabin. And now that I'm looking, there is actually a molded chain in here. And now I realize what is missing. Chains are missing from this. So when I'm gonna come back to revisit this project, I'm definitely gonna add chains. Yeah, but this is it for it. So let's just grab the spin table and roll it. And here it is, I would say somewhat done, our Gasland's big rig. Yeah, and it's full glory. It turned out fairly well for what I was thinking, you know, it's gonna be. Let's just see if one of those stackers is actually gonna still fit in there. Come on. They do. Well, that jerry can is a little bit awkward, but you can see they still have that functionality of transporting other vehicles. Yeah. So I think that we're gonna just do one more video with this, you know, just completing the crew and maybe adding some chains, maybe some awning to it. But yeah, that's it for today. If you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe. I know it was long, but yeah, that's sometimes how it just turned out. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.